Hello, my name is Yusef, and welcome to part 80 of the movie revolution. Let us begin. So, this is us flashing back. This is a flashback. Now, if we recall from the other episode, from the other part, um, Peter had Peter went to a meeting to announce the war that Mexico and America was going to war with each other, and so we are looking from it now from Tracy Mack's perspective. So with all that out of the way, let us begin. So Tracy was laying down on the bed, waiting to go, just waiting, ready. Sorry, it's a hard word to say. Getting ready to go about his day, and then he was so he's getting ready to go about his day, and he's having a good time when Sally called him on the phone to ask him was he going to the meeting, and of course, of course, he said yes, and so well, and so she said cool, and then he said wonderful, I'll be there. Should I invite my sister? Well, obviously, she said, of course you should. Sorry, I wasn't sure. He said, she said, okay, a little bit weird, but okay. And so after that, so after he hangs up the phone, he gets dressed to go about the rest of his day, knowing that he has to go to a pro movie meeting to see what this is all about. You know what I mean? So he gets dressed, eats his breakfast. He checks on his father, who's working on a new song, of course, and he said hi to him, and and his father said hi back, and he gets ready to go eat some cereal. So, so he gets his cereal, and then he goes outside for a minute. He goes outside. He just eats his cereal for a moment before he goes back inside to go eat the rest of his cereal. And then he sits on the chair, on the kitchen chair, and just eats the rest of his cereal. He eats all of the rest of his cereal, I should say. Then he gets a paper towel because he got some milk on his shirt, and he is washing it off with the paper towel, and he is ready to go about the rest of his day after he just ate his breakfast. So he has a couple more minutes before he goes out for his walk. And so he just walks, well, he watches rather television for half an hour before he goes outside again for his jog. Then he goes out, he looks outside, he's just having a grand old time, just jogging for a while. And then all of a sudden his father, well actually his sister, catches up to him to see what to check up on him to see what he was doing. And as they were jogging, he said, "Hey, do you want to go out for this meeting? We're both a part of the same group, so I would guess that we want to go together, right?" Well, he said, and then she said, well, of course, obviously I would love to. You don't have to ask me anything about that. I would go either way because this is heavily important to me, and I know that no, I know that is important to you. That is important to you. I meant to say, and then he said, "I know what you meant. No need to apologize for flubbing up your words like that." Hey, I just said flub. Okay, she said, and they were, and then they continued to jog all the way back home. As they got home, they were exhausted, so they took a nap on the couch together. Fast forward to the meeting. They walk into the house. They walk into Margaret's and Abigail's house, and they are like, "Hey," shaking hands with each other, just catching up, saying hi, shaking hands with the old people. Well, not old people, but the people who have been there at the meetings before, and not new people because you know. Anyway, and then Peter shows up, who has who just showed up at that particular point in time with Sally herself. And so Tracy and his sister was already there, and Peter and Sally is just was just arriving there with each other, and that's when it happened. Um, as the meeting goes on, everybody's like, "So, so what have you been up to?" And then everybody else is like, "What have you been up to?" And it just goes on and on and on and on. Anyway, so fast forward to the announcement. Silent, well, Peter, said, um, "I have an announcement. Mexico is going to war with America." And Tracy is like, he's speechless, obviously. He doesn't know what the hell is going on at that particular point in time. He is as shocked, and if not more, than everybody else is, of course. And he is like outraged, and he is um he is upset. So he leaves. He leaves the house, and he is and his sister walks runs after him out the door. She said, "What's wrong?" "You know exactly what's wrong," he said. "Yes, I do, but I want to hear from you. I want you to say it. I want you to actually say what is wrong because we both know, but I just don't, you know, believe in myself." And then he said, "There's about to be a war." Oh, oh my God. Okay, but about you said that. And then she said, "Oh, um, okay, okay, all right, okay. Do you want to go home?" She said, and he said, "Yes, yes, I would very much love to go home right now. Because this is ridiculous. This is what the hell is happening right now." And so, they go back into the house and they say their goodbyes to the rest of the group. And they go and they go home. They call their dad, and he eventually um picks them up and drops them back home to his house, of course. And he is Tracy is just enraged. He's just like pissed. He is pissed. And so within that anger, he just like lets his anger just go and just goes crazy with it. He goes crazy with his anger and he just like destroys he destroys his father's property, which by the way he totally understands once he explains it to him after he destroys said property. And then well, and so after he destroys said property, he explains the whole thing, and all of a sudden, his father is also destroying his own property along with his son. He threw a vase down on the floor, just as Tracy did earlier that minute. So they both drew down vases, and also with the help of the, Tracy's sister and Ricky's Ricky's um Ricky's Ricky's daughter, of course. They both destroyed the house, but only just a little bit. But only just a little bit because they don't want to destroy all of it. That would be unlivable if they did that. And so they both destroy the house almost, and they are just venting their anger and just seeing how they felt about the situation. And Ricky is like, "So we're ready to go to war, huh?" And he says, "Yes, yes, I think we are. I think we are going to war." Oh my God. Okay, do you feel like crying right now? Yes, Tracy said. And Ricky said, "Okay, so do it." And with that, they both cried. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below what you like about the video or hate about the video. And subscribe to my channel, like I just said before. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.